And we are going to head back to Greenwood, where our Zip Trip crew has a lot more in store. So fill us in, Christine.
So gorgeous. Okay, good morning. We're talking topiaries and we're glad about it. I love the Festival of Flowers. Jimmy McInville with me this morning, head honcho of flowers. All things horticulture maybe out here. Absolutely beautiful. Want to introduce maybe who's behind?
This is Malcolm.
Awesome. Very good.
And Xavier's somewhere around there.
Xavier's hiding. He's trimming the other side of the elephant.
He's on the other side of the elephant.
We got to make sure that every part of this
at?
elephant looks good. Speaking of, this is kind of your signature topiary?
The elephant's probably our most recognized topiary. She's been used on lots of advertising,
Sure.
And it seems like everybody gets their picture with the elephant.
There's so many things we could talk about. This is the Festival of Flowers that happens every single year, but you guys don't just put these topiaries out and work on them for a week. They're out for several weeks, and you're working on them for about a year?
Yes, we work on them year-round, but they're out from the middle of May to the middle of July.
Okay, middle of July means people can still come see.
Yes.
If you're coming for a weekend in the next few weeks, come and enjoy all the things that Greenwood has to offer. These topiaries are special because what, people can take their picture with them. Can you go and touch and
Like this one's close enough you can get to it and touch it.
feel inside, and maybe how you make them is fascinating to me. Can you tell me more?
Each topiary is a steel frame.
Okay.
And now I was just thinking if there's anywhere you can see the steel frame,
It's
but
hard
there's not.
because
Yes.
you've covered it with flowers.
And then inside the steel frame, there's irrigation.
Okay.
So they all have their own watering system.
Inside of the actual
Inside the topiary.
Incredible. So that will go off a couple times a day?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
It's according to the heat. We check it every day.
Misting them. We've
It's
got some
drip
beautiful
irrigation.
pictures of some of the other topiaries we can toss to as well. We're going to look at several that are scattered all over Greenwood. But so with the frame,
Then there's-
inside are other plants?
There's sphagnum moss.
Moss.
That's what we plant into.
What does the moss do?
The moss is wonderful at transferring the moisture. It transfers moisture better than soil for this type of work.
Oh, I see. How do you know what kind of flowers to put on?
That is trial and error, and we found out what works best, but everything can't be, needs like 4 inches tall. It has to take lots of trimming.
All the time.
Like this Alternanthera.
Alternanthera?
This is Alternanthera.
I mean,
this
that's
is
like another
naturally
language.
18 to 24 inches tall, but we trim it to 4 inches.
All the time. So 4 inches from the frame to the outside, and then keeping it watered is the irrigation inside, right? How do you put it all together? You obviously don't do it in the road.
No, we have a topiary greenhouse, 1 block off Main Street. And when they go in the middle of July, they stay there till they come back out. And when we go in, we start working and start replanting for next year, change our designs, fix things that broke, that acted up.
Sure. One year I said we should have a 7 News topiary with a big 7 CBS logo and maybe my face, but who knows, we can talk about that later. It's really fine. Then getting them here, getting them to the different places all over the city, how does that happen?
Oh, it's quite,
He says,
we have some huge equipment. We have a big forklift that's called a lull, and he actually picks him up. You can see the wooden frame at the bottom.
Huge.
She is sitting on this wooden frame, and the forklift goes under and picks her up, and we towed her through town.
That's got to be a sight to see, Malcolm, just watching this elephant go on by.
I do the driving. So.
No,
Yes.
you don't. Fantastic.
He drives our trailer and pulls all of them around.
Haven't lost any yet.
Haven't lost any topiaries yet, then obviously you picked the best. A good
Yes.
driver for sure, Jimmy. Thank you so much. This is so very cool. You've got about 50.
Yes, they started in 2008. They started with 14.
Got it.
And now we're up to 50.
And
They're
only
scattered
city.
all the way through Greenwood, uptown Greenwood.
Right.
And Greenwood is the only city in the United States that does this.
Isn't that incredible? There's a couple in Disney, there's a couple other places, but Greenwood, very, very cool. All right, let's toss back to you. Enjoy a little break before we come back for more of this Greenwood Zip Trip and 7 News this morning.